What's up, Nerdgenic Nation? Superhero nerd Aaron Waller here, and it's no secret that I'm a fan of DC Comics and DC animation. I mean, superhero nerd is my title here at Nerdgenic, and DC was a powerhouse of animation for years, but has really dropped the quality over the past few years with the end of the DCAU with Justice League Apocalypse War. But there are certain DC animated movies that drive me nuts, and Constantine, the House of Mystery is one of them. Essentially what it is a DC showcase film, and what that means is that it goes under the guise of an awesome animated adventure, but when you sit down and watch it, instead of 90 minutes of your favorite heroes, you'll only be getting about 30 minutes. And you might be asking, but the movie says it's 90 minutes. Yeah, that's true, but it's because it's also including a total of 4 other shorts that are typically on a DC showcase. Now these aren't new either. DC Showcase was originally under the guise of Superman Shazam! The Return of Black Adam, in which it also included shorts for Green Arrow, Jonah Hex, and the Spectre. And all of these shorts, beside the title Superman Shazam feature, were on other DVD and Blu-ray copies of other DC properties. And then they did this again most recently with Batman: A Death in the Family, which on DVD and Blu-ray contained the coveted Choose Your Own Adventure style storytelling, but was not included on the digital versions nor can be found on HBO Max. Instead, the showcase version is available on these other platforms, which sees the abbreviated version of Death in the Family with accompanying shorts for Sergeant Rock, Adam Strange, Death, and The Phantom Stranger, all of which were on various other DC animated films. But the entire reason I have to explain this is because now DC is dropping yet another showcase under the guise of Constantine, the House of Mystery. And this too is about a 30-minute animated film with 3 additional shorts of Blue Beetle, Mondi the Last Boy on Earth, and The Losers. So if you've purchased Batman The Long Halloween Parts 1 and 2, or Justice Society World War II on physical or digital, 3 of the 4 animated shorts on Constantine House of Mystery can be found in the mentioned movie's special features, and you're really only getting one movie for the price of about $15 to $30 depending on the format purchased. But alas, enough complaining about the showcase. Let's talk about if Constantine House of Mystery is worth watching or even worth spending money on seeing. The story is that after the events of Justice League Apocalypse War, occult detective John Constantine has been trapped in the House of Mystery, a secret domain where no one can escape from. If you don't really know much about Constantine or any of his friends, you're likely to be very confused. And to be honest, if you see the trailer for this showcase or this particular movie, you basically get to see the entire movie because the trailer shows you everything. And also the animation of Constantine is really strange. They change his look from the DCAU version in this animation, but for an even odder choice, they still use that DCAU look for 2 scenes in this movie, so it's very off-putting trying to figure out what exactly is going on. For me, the only 2 aspects that I liked is that they got fan favorite Matt Ryan to reprise his role of Constantine, which honestly sounded way different to me than any of the other versions, so I didn't really notice until the credits rolled. And then I also liked that the demons that he encountered kind of reminded me of the 90s cartoon Gargoyles. But that was about it. Other than that, I genuinely felt like I wasted a majority of my time. It doesn't introduce anything new or fantastic. The end is rather dull and it makes it seem like something big will happen, but even then the movie just sort of ends with no real resolution. I would say don't waste your money and wait until it hits HBO Max in a few months, but honestly even then I would say just avoid it altogether. Unless you're a massive Constantine fan or need to see any and every superhero or DC property that comes out, I would just recommend skipping completely Constantine House of Mysteries, and better yet, just avoid it like the plague. So I'm gonna give it a very low 2 out of 10. And don't get me wrong, I love DC, but it's honestly a breaking point of being downright deceptive. They already made a lot of fans angry with Batman Death in the Family fiasco, and I think unless you're aware of what exactly DC Showcase is, someone, if not several people, will continue to fall into this pitfall of lazy money grab style of animation that DC has set up for themselves. And those might be harsh words, but as a diehard DC fan, it's just my honest opinion. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Constantine House of Mystery, and now I want to hear from you in the Nerdgenic community. What do you think about the DC showcases, and do you still plan on watching this movie even though you won't get your 30 minutes back? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, be sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell notification so you miss out on any future content, and also be sure to give us a follow across all social media platforms at Nerdgenic so you don't miss out on any special news, announcements, or articles at nerdgenic.com. And if you want to be a very kind citizen of the Nerdgenic Nation and support us even more, check out our recently launched Patreon with the link down in the description, where you can come and help us make sure that this channel only continues to get better. But in the meantime, if you want even more video content from us, be sure to check out these videos on screen, like my playlist of my Moon Knight watch parties, which has a new episode every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, or check out this playlist of my History of series, where I give you the comic book history of various heroes and villains. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it, and we hope to see you in the next video.